Alright, so this is my first YouTube video ever, but that's fine. Just hello, fake internet people. My name is Tony. I'm going to be showing my Twitch Blood Bowl League game. This is the first one of this season, and it is my Chaos versus Coreyism's Nurgle. I played this last night, so I know who the winner is, but you guys can find out here shortly. He elected to kick off to me, so we'll just start it right now. Ready? Go. I figured that I outstrengthened him just a little bit. And since I play this game badly, I took the minnow. I only have one reroll. Again, going with my theme of not playing well. But I do elect to protect the ball first, so that way when I inevitably fail a 1 and 9 against some of his players, that at least he won't be able to come and snatch that ball away from me. So all I have to do, push people around a little bit, try to isolate his beasts, and I was thinking win through attrition, but with his 4 rerolls versus my 1, it means that there might be some other issues I have to contend with. But this turn has been going really well for me. So well, in fact, I couldn't believe it. Of course, the last move I do, go ahead and pick up the ball one time. Nope, that's okay. But because I have enough players around it, I'm not worried about it. I go ahead and let him do his thing. Of course, mostly what he does is stand up his players. Because let's face it, he's only going to get 2 hits off me if he does this right. Maybe 3 now that he's woke up his beast. Wonderful. So this is what happens when you have a minnow. He gets knocked down, and now you know you're going to have to blitz with him to get him to do anything besides be angry. The good news is, though, is that he has left me some targets close enough where I can make that blitz. I don't see any real threat on the ball at the moment, so that's why I'm not stressing too bad at this point on turn 1. Nobody's been injured. All is well. That stun was an issue, though. Basically, that takes that 1 strength 4 guy off my roster. But now is the time where I really need to get the ball and pick it up. Make a little bit of space for myself. Do my minnow blitz. Hope it works out, which it does. And push down the field a little bit. So at this point, I figure I've got the ball fairly safe. And now that I picked it up, it's even better for me. I don't have a blitz available to me, but I do have a way to give myself a fairly decent cage. I mean, he has a goat over here that could probably get to me. But I'm fairly well protected right here. Again, isolating this beast was a really smart idea on my part. Completely out of character for me. But I figured that marking his men with similarly strength is going to work out alright for me. We both have about the same armor levels on all our guys. Him marking the ball carrier kind of sucks for me, but again, I've got a plan. I've got a lot of his folks isolated off to the right side of the field, and the ball's on the left side. I think that I'm going to be alright at this point. Anyway. So, this is where things go a little bit bad for me. The plan, before I start this move. get the minnow in the mix, get my guy stood back up, move down the pitch on the left-hand side. Which so far, we've been really lucky on our dice rolls. Now I've got a whole bunch of 2 dice that have to happen. But even if these were to fail horribly, the ball is still fairly well protected. I mean, he's got a, what is that going to be, 4+ dodge? And now over here, there's no chance. The ball is pretty well protected. Now all I got to do is just move that minnow. But that doesn't help. And of course the stun is great. Nothing like having your minnow on the ground. Again, have to blitz to stand him up. So he outstrengths me on the right side of the field, but it doesn't matter because the ball's on the left. Now I've got a whole bunch of turns that I need to stall out because I definitely don't want to give him a chance to get back into the game. With that said, he's going to really stoop at his beast because unless you got a guy standing to him, next to him, it's a 50% chance of a complete failure. Him rolling the dub skulls, though, is so beneficial for me. It allows me, again, get the beast up, surf his dude. I think that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do. So take that, Rotter, off the field with you. I need some mans up on you if I'm going to be able to win this. What that does mean, though, is I'm not going to be able to stand up my minnow unless I roll that 4+. Foul appearance does its thing. Now I'm standing there like an idiot. That's alright. I've got extra guys. Take the boat down because I have testicles. Carry on. Sorry about that. He gets his beast to move after rolling that 5. Now this does present an issue for me. The beast means that I'm not going to be able to dodge away on a 3+. It means I have to make that extra roll because of those tentacles that it has. And of course, him standing there next to the ball carrier is an issue. At this point, I think a little poo came out because I'm really worried about where I'm going to move my guys next. I know that the minnow is going to be hard pressed to stand up unless I hit something, but I may need that blitz on something else. So, first part, get guys away from the beast. Yay for armor breaks. That stun means that I can 1 dice the guy next, or 2 dice the guy next to the ball carrier, possibly even blitz out. But I think what I was thinking was get the minnow stood up. There we go, a little blitz for the minnow. Nothing like a 3 dice on a beastman. And that also means that I get to free up my other beastman. Plan is push that warrior away, but of course that did not happen. KO is super helpful for me. Now I'm really mans up on my drive. And I decided against taking that. I figure I'd let him do the red dice. Now he's kind of running out of folks here. He's got 3, 6, what do we got? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7 guys that he can move. He's got 1 that's stunned, but I think I still have all of mine. that does nothing for him besides set him up for a surf later on. I think this was a poor move of his. I guess it didn't really matter. He was leaving anyway. He's leaving the pitch being that close to the sidelines. And off he goes. Or down he goes. Correction. If he would have got a push, he would have been off the field. But now I'm fairly safe. He's got no one even close to try to contest the score. So good for me. Go over here, tie up all of his guys, make sure that no one's getting away. And of course, I'll go ahead and try to hit with the minnow because his tackle zones doesn't disappear if he gets all crazy wild animal on me. And plus, since he's the only guy that starts with a skill that actually does something for me, which is Mighty Blow, then I might as well use it as much as I can. He's not going to get star player points from running the ball into the end zone, that's for sure. So I think at this point my opponent's Nurgle team is just looking to do some damage. I don't think he sees any way that he's going to recover the ball and score. But with these no long-term injuries on my team, he is making it really tough on me to move the ball or stop him from moving the ball on the next drive. And 2 injuries in a row really sucks and makes you question whether you said something about Nuffle's mom. And of course the beast is going to move. But that's alright. All is well. Both down, no problems. End of turn. Move the ball out of the way. Then just try to return the favor for the damage that he caused. Get guys away from the beast. 1. So far there is no such thing as Mighty Blow for me. That's alright. Pinning his Beastman up against the side of the line is good enough. There we go. Hit a warrior. And hope something happens with that Mighty Blow. But nothing ever does. Good deal. Now I'm just stalling for another turn. Haven't used my reroll yet. He's used 3 of his. And I'm good to go. Now the question is have I done enough damage on the sideline with 3 guys knocked out to be able to do something in the next half? Well, with my permanently 2 injured guys that aren't coming back, then gosh, I hope that 2/3 of his knocked out guys stay out. Alright. Turn 8, no bother to hit anybody. Just go ahead and score. Of course, he's going to get his chance at a 1 turn, but with Nurgle, that's next to impossible. Still 2 injured. What a shame. But only one of his guys stands up. Alright, just throw the Beastman up on the line. Let him get pummeled a little bit. I know he's not going to 1 turn. Just make sure everybody else is far enough back where he only gets those 3 hits. No big deal, right? Good. Can we see what happens? Yes, we can get past that. Kicking the ball over there. Good deal. Not sure why he's covering the ball. He didn't set up for one turn. There's zero reason to mess with it. It's turn 8. Just let it go. Punch goat, people. And let's move on to the next half. I had one that decided not to fall down. That's good for me. The odd thing was, this was his opportunity to get hits on me. And he does this instead. See, I don't think that the 1-star player point from a pass is worth it, but he does. I would have took the shot. I would have took a shot on this guy without all this mess over here. Anywho's, we're going to see what happens on turn 8 for him. He's not going anywhere. Let's line up and do this one more time. I need to stall him out. Luckily, Neffel has rewarded me with those 2 injuries by knocking out his beast with a rock on a kickoff event, which is totally balanced and is there to make the game more immersive from what I heard. But now that I know I completely outstrength him and there's no chance for him to even get close to me, I go ahead and go all mans, because I figure that's the best chance I'm going to get in order to put a lot of pressure on the ball. I mean, with only 2 warriors and 2 goat, he just can't do it. Knowing that, he puts his rudders up on the line, and I guess he's just going to do something after the ball gets kicked. Of course, he gets the extra reroll because I have 1, he has 3. He needs 1 more. Now the plan. That's not a bad kick for me. It's close to the line of scrimmage, which means he's going to have a problem making sure it's secure before I completely surround him. So my plan, of course, is to bust through there, get to the ball carrier, and hope that things go my way. He is red dicing it all the way here. And surprisingly enough, it is working. This is the part where you get a little disheartened. When he red dices you and you have nothing to do but fall down. Was it an armor break? No, that would have been insult to my injury. But of course he 1-dices the minnow and puts him on his back, and that is that's a real shame. Finally, he gets punished for the red dice. Alright, plan now. Surround his cage. Make sure that he can't get out. Put some strength in there, which I know he won't be able to handle. And I guess just keep making him red dice until I win. I know that I'm going to blitz with the minnow because having all that strength right up there in the midst of things is really going to help. Just like that. Get some pals. And now I'm feeling okay. He has pretty much nowhere to go, and just move the guy back in case he does break through some direction. So the hits continue. That stun isn't the worst thing that happens because he didn't follow up and he has no real way to get out anyway. There's no way that he can protect the ball at this point. He's not going to be able to build a cage around it. I should be able to... I shouldn't have to worry about freeing up a beastman or anything. I've got one available. And all of his guys are going to be busy over here. So what I'm seeing is this one Chaos Warrior pushes or moves his Rodder. I can get a 2 dice on this Rodder and then get a blitz on the ball. That's my plan. And of course, it's a lot easier seeing this since I played it yesterday, but nonetheless, it seems tactically okay. Especially when I can get that armor break. So, now, do the 2 dice on the rotter, get the knockdown, and go ahead and get the 2 dice on the bot. Do I want to stand anybody up? I think everything is good to go from here. Bang. Knock the ball loose. Hope for a decent bounce for me. And that KO on his Beastman means that he only has one player now that has a chance of moving the ball anywhere. And it's in a tackle zone. I think I re-rolled this GFI. I think this GFI was super important to keep him from 2 dicing my Beastman and getting a chance on that ball. Of course, my minnow does the minnow thing, gets angry that he's not hitting anybody, and lays on the ground to throw a temper tantrum. While he's busy doing stuff on this side of the field is where the action should be. One dice into a push does not help him, but the POW really does. Unfortunately, he can't blitz his Beastman out now, which means all he can do is move me off the ball. So things are still looking decent for me. I've got a lot of his players tied up, and I have more players near the ball than he does. I'm pretty sure. Or it's about even. Alright, so I believe my plan was to knock the ball loose and hope that it lands somewhere that I might be able to make a recovery. The POW is nice. The scatter could have been better. Have to take the both down as I have no re-rolls. Being a player that is very poor at this game, I only take 1 because I figure re-rolling just makes me mad when it fails. Still not in a bad spot. He's running out of re-rolls. And I've still got a tackle on the ball, which makes it very difficult for both Chaos and Nurgle to pick it up. Not having sure hands or that extra arm that some players love makes picking up the ball a gamble every time you go for it. Stuff is still happening on this side of the field, but what's more important is that I think that no matter what happens, I will still have a shot on the ball. These 2 stuns is an issue, but I still outstrength them. Skull is picked, now things are really looking up for me. Again, just tie people up on this side of the field. Maybe my minnow will stand up this time. Maybe. Cannot remember if he does. Oh, that disturbing presence does nothing for him. An amazing catch by that Beastman. He should be MVP, but that's not really how it works. Disturbing presence works again. Nothing like that fart noise to let you know that you just wasted a turn. He's really running out of options, though. I've got the ball. I'm close to scoring. And if I get a chance, I'm going to put myself 2-0 to make sure that I win the game. Knowing that Nurgle have very small chance of scoring quickly, I think I'm in a good position here. He made the mistake of not following up. See, I believe that I can blitz with one GFI now. And I think that was an issue. But what I do instead was I believe I blitz with the ball hander to push him onto the Chaos Warrior and then run it in. And that is what happened. And I might have been able to stall for another turn, but at this point, what difference does it make? Get the 2 up, keep going. Alright, so at this point, the beast wakes up. I'm not that worried. All I want to do is make it out of the game without getting pummeled too bad. And I'm pretty sure that my 2 points is going to live up to its win. So I just give them a whole bunch of beastmen to beat on. It doesn't bother me at all. They're fairly cheap. And protect the one guy that's got some star player points. I think I had to throw one of them on the line. So the only thing that could really mess him up and keep him from scoring in 3 turns, you know what? Honestly, I think I could probably stall him out. But if I was to get a blitz, it would pretty much be done. There'd be no chance for him to come back after that. Which is exactly what happens. So, being the industrious Blood Bowl coach that I am, I figure maybe I can get somebody down there to do something. The beast has actually been pretty well behaved as far as what he's been rolling. Unfortunately, his mighty blow has not been the best blowing that I have seen. With that said, I try to tie up his line as much as possible. I'm going to let him have a whole bunch of free hits if he wants them, because I think in 3 turns I might be able to get back there and get the ball. And the kick was just good enough where I think he had to make GFIs to even get close to it. No, he could reach it. He could have reached it with his rudder. I don't know why he didn't try to pick it up. Having ball in hand is way better than leaving it on the ground. So again, not worried about that. These guys were meant to get beat up on. As long as I can get some warriors down at this end of the field in order to stop them from going far with the ball, doing anything crazy. Yeah, I'll take the boat down. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm going to blitz with my minnow, only because that's the best way to go in order to free those 2 warriors to get somewhere. Do the safe move first, and the other one doesn't require anything. Get minnow away from the beast. Now run down the field. That was good. That armor break is helpful. It allows me to get one more warrior down on his end of the pitch. And again, I'm feeling okay. I feel like I might be able to grab this ball and run it in. It could happen. I'll just have to suffer the beat down that he's going to give on my guys that I left behind. He still is throwing dice when he should be trying to pick up the ball. I wonder if, I think at this point he's just resigned that he's going to lose. And with no rerolls left, I suppose it really doesn't matter. So this is what I'm thinking. It's turn 15. Can I make anything happen? Well, just make him roll dice, right? Blitz him, get him off the ball, get my guy on the ball, and now things are looking pretty good. But then I just pick it up, run it in full score. It is now 3-0 on this fresh Chaos team. Bravo me. So that's pretty much how the game ends. Because he's got one turn to do something, anything. And it's just not going to happen. He's not winning. He's not drawing. He's going to try to punch some people with no rerolls. It's all going to be 1 and 9s from here on out. For the both of us. If I get a chance to hit somebody, I will. Is basically what it comes down to. But I'm not going to risk, you know, coming up skulls and or anything in order to do it. So he takes his 1 and 9s. Honestly, I think I would have saved the beast hit until after I knocked down this other beastman. Because I think it would have been a 3 dice at that point. I'm not quite sure. It involves counting, and I don't know if I'm any good at that. And then of course he's going to put a 2 dice on this warrior, but it leaves his beastman way out there. That Pestigore is super important. And I'm not sure why he decided to hang it out there to give it a chance for me to hit people. And of course this is just some silly plays by him. Him moving this Rodder out there is, I guess, the only thing that's going to save his Pestigore's life. Because the odds of the Rodder getting seriously hurt, much better. Use my minnow. That mighty blow do something one time, anytime? No. Nope. And that is the end of the game. My first Twitch Blood Bowl match. Getting 3-0. 8 armor breaks only versus his 11. He did get 2 injuries and a KO, whereas I only got 3 KOs. The star player points, pretty good for me. Him, not bad. I mean, I got these 3 guys with 3 points and 1 guy with 5. That's not bad for the first game. So anyway, if you like what you see, you want to see it again, fine, hit replay. But if you would, leave a like, maybe subscribe. If you hate it and don't want to see any more, hit a like, maybe subscribe, so you can complain in the comment section about how horrible it was. Alright guys, I'll see you next week when I play my next Twitch Blood Bowl League match.